Welcome to episode 7 of the Two Average Guys Sport Podcast, NFL preview show. So we got a few great things. My name is Sam. This is my co-host here, Espen. Like I said, two average guys, literally two average guys. Like there's sport professionals, there's management experience, there's normal people, and then there's two average guys, and we are right here. We don't have any former playing experience, no former management experience. Two average guys giving you a podcast, our terrible hot takes. We got a great show today. NBA, like we said, NFL, some college sports, and then our Thursday hot takes for the winners and losers of the week. Actually, that's what we're doing today. Yeah. Shall we get started?
Yeah. How you doing today?
I'm good.
We got game day. We got game day today. We have actual NFL football games being played today.
That's true. Like, I never thought this day would come. Gonna be honest.
Yeah, I'm excited for predictions. I've been looking forward to the show for a while. So
we are a few hours away from kickoff. Just no one thought we were gonna be here. The NFL season ended, COVID comes, wipes everything out, and now we're here.
Yeah,
fucking hype. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm like fired up.
Yeah,
we got our jerseys on. The Cowboys, Chiefs. Yeah. So
VP.
Yeah, former Super Bowl champs trying to defend the trophy. NBA news. Rip to the Bucks, man.
Yeah, not much has happened over the last couple of days, but wow. I mean,
the Bucks came in to the bubble with the best record, and then the bubble they shut down. They were terrible. I mean, not to be rude or anything, but they were bad, and. So, rip to the Bucks. Miami wins the series 4-1 a couple nights ago. Is Giannis on the move? I don't think so, by the way. I'm going to put my stance out there.
Yeah. At first, I thought he was going to stay with Milwaukee, but he's going to be the hottest free agent of the offseason by far.
Is he a free agent this offseason?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well.
Want to change your mind a bit?
No, I don't think he's going to leave them, and here's why. This organization, he's a very humble guy, and you see how he carries himself. He obviously he wants to be the star of the team, but he's fine doing that in Milwaukee. They have his brother on the team as well. And if you look at the teams that are kind of going after him, the rumors are, you see the Clippers, the Raptors, Golden State, Dallas, none of them have money. The Bucks can pay him 5 years, $225 million, which obviously I don't think he cares about the money as much, but I think he has to resign. I think next year is the year.
I think what they're going to do this year, they're going to bring in another star. I've seen huge rumors that they might bring in Bradley Beal from the Wizards, which would be an absolute trade. Which, yeah, exactly. Get rid of Eric Bledsoe and get rid of I don't know.
Yeah, it's just don't get me wrong. Chris Middleton's a good shooter. He's a very good player.
Yeah.
But he's not Bradley Beal. And I'm not saying Bradley Beal's so much better than him, but Bradley Beal is definitely a step up.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's definitely a step above Middleton.
And I think on top of that, they had the best offensive team, they had the best defensive team, but I think in the bubble they just weren't themselves. And I'm going to say this later too. I think if this was, a normal season where there was home court advantage and all that, I think the Bucks would move on. I don't think the Heat would beat them.
I still think the Heat I think the Bucks. I think the Bucks showed that they weren't as good of a team as they were in the regular season. I think having the long break really affected them, and I think the Heat, the Celtics, and the Raptors. I think they all would have taken care of business against the Bucks.
Also, that being said, it's so easy to have a good record in the NBA. You can beat the hell out of the bad teams, especially in your division when it's the Pistons and the Pacers, the Cavs.
Yeah.
And you play those teams, 4 times a season, whatever. I think it might be either 4 or 8, whatever. But either way, it's so easy to beat those 4 teams and then play close against the Lakers, against the Clippers, against the Mavs, against the Celtics, the Raptors, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. Are they really a good team as much as we think they were?
I think we all thought they were, but they showed that they obviously aren't. But it's definitely gonna be interesting in the offseason to see where he goes.
Where do you think he's gonna go? I think he resigns with Milwaukee.
I think he resigns with Milwaukee, and I think they bring in Bradley Beal and get rid of Chris Middleton, like you said.
Yeah, I think could be a Eric Bledsoe, Chris Middleton,
for and then, Beal and some cash, maybe a draft pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay though, for the Milwaukee Bucks, but to replace them, we got college football this weekend.
Yeah, we actually got some good games this week too. Like we have
Power Five.
Power Five, SEC starting in a few weeks, but ACC, Big 12, they are starting this weekend. ACC is pretty much the top story with they're playing only conference games against each other. So yeah, you want to preview some of the games and give some predictions?
Yeah. So this one might not sound like a big one. Syracuse at UNC. Syracuse the last couple seasons, they've been more than good. They've
been better. Because they were. I know for a long time they were kind of at the bottom of the conference, and they've been steadily like 500 and getting to bowl games and stuff. So
yeah, so Syracuse at number 18, UNC. UNC obviously Mac Brown as the coach. They've brought in really good talent.
Yeah.
I know where I go to school in Norfolk, they had a kid that was a 5-star recruit. He just decided to enroll in UNC. I don't think he's playing this year. I think it's next year, but I think UNC in that one.
I think so too. They're top 20 team. I think they could. I don't think they're not going to compete with Clemson and Notre Dame in the ACC this year, but I could see them, since it's a 10 game schedule. I think they could go like 7-3. I could definitely see that happen for UNC this year.
Yeah, I would have to agree with 7-3 record. They'll lose to Clemson. I feel like they'll probably have one upset loss and maybe another one here and there. The second game, Duke at Notre Dame. Obviously without fans. Notre Dame, as been predicted, was a college football playoff team.
Yeah.
Do you still see that as we enter?
Yeah. I usually always think Notre Dame is completely overrated before the season starts because they always start in the same position every year, this high up, and they always fade away. But I think this year they actually are a pretty good team. I know they brought back their quarterback. I can't remember his name, but they brought back their quarterback from last year. He's a senior this year. Oh, Ian Book is his name. He had a pretty solid season last year, and I think he'll continue. Duke, not a football school, so I'm gonna go with Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Notre Dame with you. Our third game, the number 1 seed, Clemson at Wake Forest. I would love to talk about this game, but Clemson's gonna shit on them.
Yeah, game of the week. I know College Game Days in Winston-Salem this week at Wake Forest.
The first time ever, probably.
Yeah, I mean, Wake Forest hasn't been relevant since ever. So,
yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they've ever been.
Give me Clemson. Give me the points. Clemson puts a 50 burger on them. I think like 52-17. I can see that kind of final score.
And then somehow this got thrown in, the Coastal Carolina at Kansas.
How did that get thrown in?
The Kansas man himself. I have no idea.
Wow.
Kansas obviously being led by Les Miles. Is this his first or second season?
Second season.
Yeah, I think Kansas. Wouldn't really surprise me. Coastal Carolina wins.
Well, these two actually.
You want to talk about not a football school?
These two actually played last year at. I was at this game last year when Kansas played Coastal Carolina. We lost 12-9 to Coastal Carolina. It was pretty painful. It was painful. Now, my prediction is Kansas goes 1-9. This is their only win on the season. So.
Oh, that's terrible. Other college football games this weekend. Let me pull up. Oh, we got Hook'em Horns, baby. Texas versus Texas State. Hook'em Horns.
Yeah, I know the Big 12. The Big 12 starts this week too, but they're all playing like non-conference.
Yeah, Missouri State at Oklahoma.
Not really like any.
Oklahoma's gonna kill them.
Yeah.
Toledo, South Alabama. That's probably a game of the week.
I don't think the Sun Belt's a conference, like you said.
Is the Sun Belt even playing? I have no idea.
Yeah, but transitioning from college football to a little bit of college basketball news, making the show for the first time. So the ACC this morning is proposing to Dan Gavin, who's the NCAA president, that every single team will make the NCAA tournament this year.
How terrible is that? Imagine like Duke or Kansas going up against like James Madison University or like someone even worse.
Will the first 47 seed make the Final Four?
There's 270 D1 teams?
360.
Imagine number 1 versus number 360. How terrible is that?
I mean, do they win by 100 points?
They might. Like, I think, like, I can't even think of how bad some teams are. And I got to owe to you, we are not a good basketball team. We're not a good football team. We party. That's what we do. But, like, imagine just, like, a shitty school against the number 1, number 2 seed. Like,
it'd be like Old Dominion against my Kansas Jayhawks, who are a top 5 basketball team every year.
How long do you think that tournament would last? That would last like a solid 2 months of just pure basketball.
Have that be the season. That's my proposal. No regular season. We just play an
What happens if Kansas loses in the first game though? Somehow, some way. Then there's no Kansas basketball.
Then we'll make a rule.
Oh yeah,
we'll make a rule as we go along. Double elimination, like the
number 1 seeds just get off until like the round of 128 or some shit like that.
I think this is such a crazy idea. I think we should I think they should follow what college football is doing. Start after the new year, do like all conference play. But I think we should expand the tournament from 64 or it's 68 now, but expand to 128. So then I mean, you still get like a decent amount of good teams in there, and like all the bubble teams will get in, obviously. But I think in a season like this, like expand the tournament so that. Because, I mean, they're playing fewer games during the regular season.
And, like, that's the thing. Like, when teams are playing in conference, the games are so much better. Like, obviously, if Kansas plays, you know, a team like Louisville, obviously that's going to be a good game. But if Kansas is playing, like, some, you know, Wake Forest, like, Kansas is going to win. But when Kansas plays Texas, when Kansas plays Oklahoma, when, you know, Virginia plays Syracuse, when Virginia plays Duke, all of those games are fun. But when it gets out of conference, like, you don't really care.
The thing that's going to suck about this year is we don't get those Thanksgiving tournaments that are always so much fun. Like no Maui Invitational, no I love those, but
I mean, I like the concept. I just don't know how it would work. Like, are there home games or is it neutral sites? It's just ACC's on their bullshit again. I mean, it really is. Well, like the truth be told is like, well, they know they're a basketball conference. ACC other than Clemson, like sometimes Miami. Like, not really a huge football conference.
Yeah.
But that's okay because pro sports are back this weekend, starting tonight, like we said. NFL football, baby. God, that's freaking hype.
We do have one NFL story though before we get into our exclusive NFL preview. How could you miss this? Odell Beckham likes to be shit on.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys heard this. So there was a video, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his ex or whatever, but she was talking about, you know, their sex life, whatever. Anyways, she comes out and she was like, yeah, he likes to be shit on in bed. Like, just so casually. What?
Well, if you saw it, it was the same podcast it was the same girls who did the Phoenix Suns story where they had they were like screwing 6 members of the Phoenix Suns. It was so.
That's the only time the Phoenix Suns have ever won.
I mean, did they really win with those girls? I don't think so.
I don't know. I didn't see them.
They're not. Yeah, they're.
Oh, well, the Phoenix Suns took another L.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, but do you think? Here's my question to you: do you think the story is true? With how crazy, you know,
I think Odell Beckham is crazy, but like, that's next level shit. Literally and figuratively, that's next level shit. And I get it. He plays for the Browns, so like. You know, what else there is to do?
A crap franchise, which, I mean, it makes sense.
A nice another pun there. Yeah.
I think the story's true. I think it's true.
He's a whack, but I don't think he's that whack.
That's that is some messed up.
But like at the same time is like, to me is, you know, going against what I'm saying is like, if that is true, like why would she say that? Like if that wasn't true. So like
that story is almost too good to be true. Like where the facts are like, I don't know. It's
like spread the news, kind of like that's that's weird, man. But NFL preview time. We got, you know, we're gonna start with the division preview. AFC East. We have the Bills, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots. Go.
All right, yeah. I think we're just gonna rank like where we think each team's gonna finish in each division. I can start. AFC East this year, I think Buffalo. I think they're obviously the team to beat the division. With Josh Allen, they're returning. They're such a great defense. I think Buffalo's obviously your number one. New England will get second with Cam Newton. I think they're going to take a step back this year. Third, going to go with the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are going to be a lot better. I think they could be a 500 team. I think they were like 5-11 last year.
I was gonna go 6-10.
They were like 5-11 last year, which I mean they're supposed to be awful last year, but I think they'll be third. And I think the goddamn Jets are going to finish dead last, like always.
Yeah, so here's my AFC East predictions. Bills obviously in first. I think that the Patriots are going to be a wild card team. I think they're going to be like the 7th wild card. We'll get to that later. Yeah. I think the Dolphins are going to go like 6-10 because they're starting Fitzmagic, and I think probably in like the 5th game they'll switch to Tua.
Yeah.
I think that this is Sam Darnold's last year in the Jets uniform, just because, like, it's not that he's a bad quarterback. It's just the Jets suck. I mean, the Jets are terrible.
When was the last time they were relevant? Mark Sanchez?
Yeah, when he ran into his offensive lineman's ass
on Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he got a good helping of turkey there. AFC North, I'm gonna go with the bold Browns in first. I know. Hear me out. I think they are just gonna fuck it all on the table. Like, really, you remember when Aaron Rodgers was like, I'm gonna run the table? I think that's the Browns' whole season. I think they're gonna go 11-5, which is crazy, right? Absolute dog shit. Okay, just like the city of Cleveland. Ravens in second, Steelers in third, Bengals in last. I think Bengals go 4-12, but Joe Burrow, I think he's gonna be a stud.
Yeah, I'm going to completely disagree with you because that may be the wildest take you've ever said on the show.
I know. I just think they're going to run it all, though.
I think Cleveland may be finishing last in the division. I think I'm going to go obviously with the hot team, the Ravens. I think the Ravens and Chiefs are the 2 best teams in football. Ravens are going to go like 12-4, I would say. Then I'm at the Steelers. I think are going to be a lot better this year with Ben's. If Ben can stay healthy, I mean, which of course
I think he regresses this season.
I do too, but I think they have a solid defense, and I think they have enough weapons so they can still be a decent team and get into the playoffs. I'll say the Browns. I'll say Browns third, Bengals fourth, but it's not going to. I think the Browns will be like 6-10, and the Bengals will be like 5-11. It's not. They're gonna be pretty equal teams. I think Joe Burrow is going to be a solid starter for Cincinnati this year, and yeah.
Yeah, and then we got the AFC West, the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs. Who the hell's the last team? Why did I put the Ravens?
The Raiders? The Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders. Who would have thought? I think we're missing the AFC South. I just skipped the AFC South.
Yeah,
we are all over the place today. No. Hold on. We gotta do this. Because Jags are obviously in last, right?
Yeah.
Texans in first, Titans in second, Colts in third, Jags move down to FCS. Alabama gets promoted.
No, they should get demoted to Canadian football.
Yes. They'd still not win. They would not win the Saskatchewan Bowl or whatever the hell they call it.
I think the Ice Bowl, the Frozen Tundra Bowl, whatever it's called. I'm going to disagree with you a little bit there too. In the AFC, I think the Colts are the team to beat in the division. I think they have one of the top best defenses in football. They have old Phillip Rivers, who's a pick
Phillip
machine.
Rivers is always good though.
Yeah, he's regressed the last couple of years. I think it would be good for him to get into a new offense. I think he'll spend his last couple of years here in Indy, obviously. And then, of course, I'm going to say Tennessee. Tennessee's going to finish second. I think Houston takes a huge step back this year.
Really?
And Houston's not even going to make the playoffs, in my opinion. Deshaun Watson, I think, here's my little hot take. Bill O'Brien's going to be fired after this year because –
Thank God. As a Cowboys fan, I still feel bad for Texans fans from Bill O'Brien. And we had Jason Garrett.
Yeah, and then obviously Jacksonville might. I mean, I'm cheering. I'm actively cheering for him to go 0-16.
But then they get the first pick. Then they have to ruin a young man's career. They're gonna ruin the first draft pick's career.
My thing is, they have an AFC Championship game 3 years ago. What the hell?
Blake Bortles. I mean, Blake Bortles was like a star that season.
They almost won that game against New England.
Yeah. Can you imagine if we said 3 years ago the Jags were in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that was nuts.
Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders in the AFC West. Your Chiefs finishing first. I think Chargers in second. I think they are actually going to make the playoffs with Tyrod Taylor. And I remember when he was in Buffalo before Nate Peterman had to come in and screw that situation up. Tyrod Taylor led them to the playoffs against the Jags, where they lost to the Jags. And then obviously Broncos. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll go 7-9. I think Drew Lock actually is real deal. I think Raiders last, and then John Gruden gets canned.
Well, he has a 10-year deal, so I don't think he can get canned.
They'll probably fire him and like replace him with his brother.
Oh God.
Whose son did get arrested at a bar 15 minutes away from my house. Rock on to Jake Gruden's son.
Yeah, obviously no bias here, but the Chiefs are gonna win the division. I think they're gonna Patrick Mahomes. They're returning everybody from the Super Bowl. They drafted a rookie out of LSU, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, as a running back. I think he's gonna be an absolute stud with that offense. I've been going back and forth on this a couple days about who's gonna finish second. Obviously Von Miller yesterday he may be out for the season, which would be an absolute blow to Broncos.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think Drew Lock is going to take the next step to I think he's going to be a decent quarterback, and I think he's going to fit the system and be a solid quarterback. I'm going to say the Broncos get second and make the playoffs. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Chargers will get third, but like I said, I could easily see the Chargers getting into the playoffs too.
I think that's like a vice versa, but I think that's close battle.
I think whoever finishes second between those two will definitely get into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And then the Raiders, I think, are going to be trash. I think they'll be like 5. Derek Carr is so bad as a quarterback.
Well, here's my thing, right? The Chargers are going to be better this year than last year because now they're already used to playing with no fans, but now there's going to be more fans than last year, even though there's no fans, because stadium staff security are the fans.
True, and you had the entire stadium. It was just a home game for the away team, so they were basically on the road at home.
They were booed. So actually, they're going to be better this year.
Yeah,
they're going to have more fans. So give me your AFC playoff predictions.
Yeah, I just want to go like 1 to. We'll start with the division winners, of course. I think, like I said, Chiefs are going to be the 1 seed. Mm-hmm. They'll get the bye, and then also to mention that new this year, of course. I think most people know the playoffs. Extra team in, so there's only the top seed gets the bye, and then seeds 2 through 7 are going to be playing on Wild Card Weekend. But Chiefs are the 1 seed. I'm going to say Ravens are 2. I'll put Buffalo at 3. 4 is going to be Indianapolis. 5, I'm going to say Tennessee gets the 5 seed, and then Pittsburgh will be 6, and then I'll put Denver at 7. What about you?
At 5, so I'm going to go Chiefs first, obviously. You'll never hear that from me again. The Kansas City Chiefs going first. Second, I'm going to have to go Bills. Third, I'm going to say Texans. 4th, Browns. 5, Ravens. 6, Titans. And I'm actually going to change it. 7, I think Patriots. I think their defense is still good.
I left them out. Yeah, I just realized I left them out. But, yeah, I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to – I don't think Bill Belichick's, like, ready to lose. He's not ready to throw in the right white flag. He's like, my guys are going to be killed on this field. Like it's World War II or something.
They're definitely going to be one of the most fun teams to watch, I think, just for the whole
I think they're more fun this year than last year, just because it's Cam Newton.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, Tom Brady was like, we knew what we were getting. We're going to throw a little 5-yard slant route, and hopefully the white boy can run to the end zone.
Pretty much.
And the NFC East.
Yep.
Observe, camera. Observe. Cowboys in first, Eagles second, Giants third, Redskins last. All right, Washington football team. Excuse me. Rock on. Washington football team last.
I'm going to agree with you 100%. I agree with every single one of those picks. I think the Cowboys are going to be a very good team this year. And for many of you that do not know, I do not like the Cowboys at all. So I'm giving them some credit, but I think their offense. I think Zeke's gonna have a breakout year. I mean, I think Dak's gonna have another.
Zeke's gonna have a breakout year. Zeke's been having a breakout year.
Has he though? Like,
yes, the man's went over 1,000 yards, even though he was suspended for 6 games.
Yeah, I guess return to those like stud stats.
CeeDee Lamb is gonna have a good year.
They have Michael Gallup too.
Yes, I love Michael Gallup.
Shout out to him on my bench for fantasy, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. NFC North, I'm going Vikings first, Packers second, Lions last, Bears third.
This is a tough division to pick, I think, this year.
Well, I only said Packers in second because they don't have any like receivers other than Devontae Adams, and Devontae Adams always seems to get injured for like a couple games.
Don't they have a guy named like Alan Lizard or Lazard?
I think you're right, but they've brought up so many guys, like I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vikings first, Packers second. I'll go Lions third, and I think the Bears are gonna get that last. I think the Bears are just trapped with this.
Yeah, I think it was toss up between the Bears and Lions, but I just don't think the Bears are good.
Well, Detroit has a new coach. I forget who they hired, but they got rid of Patricia, who was a dumpster fire there.
They didn't fire him.
I thought they did.
No. Matt Patricia?
Yeah, I thought they got rid of him last year.
No, I don't think so. I have to look it up.
You want to check? Yeah.
Yeah, he's still the head coach. I like Patricia. What's wrong with him?
Dude, he's not. He's like a coordinator, but he does not need to.
What a tank. Look at the pencil in the ear.
He does not need to be a head coach.
I don't mind him as a head coach. I mean, it's not like he has to really coach against the Bears. I mean, they're just going to put Nick Foles probably in, I would say, week 8, week 9, after Trubinsky throws like 100 picks.
Every single time Nick Foles has been a backup, he has had success for what team he's been at. So the Bears could win the division since he's a backup.
It's true. We're going to get back to that because I have strong feelings about Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Love-hate relationship. NFC South, probably the second or first best division of football. I would have to go Saints. Bucks first. Saints second. I think Drew Brees has a regress year. Sorry, folks. Sorry, Lord. Saints, New Orleans. Falcons third. Panthers last. But I don't think the Panthers are like,
as bad as people.
14 team. Yeah. Like
as bad as people are thinking.
Teddy Bridgewater, really good quarterback in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And when he was playing for New Orleans against the Cowboys, he went like 8 for 8.
And let's not forget they have the best running back in football too on the team. They have Christian McCaffrey.
Another mixed feelings. I'm not going to get heated.
I'm going to say Saints are first. Yeah, Drew Brees is getting old and racist, but
I'm on mute, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he's getting. It's gonna be so close between them and the Bucks this year. I think. Honestly, the Falcons could be. I think the Falcons could be a surprise team. Like,
you think they're a sneaky team?
I think they're a sneaky team this year. Like, they still have Matt Ryan, Julio.
They did get Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I forgot about him too.
And I don't know if he's still on team. Austin Hooper. I don't know if he's still with them. He was their tight end. He might be on the Browns this year.
He's on my fantasy team. He's with Cleveland.
Yeah. Okay. I thought he was on one of the two.
And then Panthers. I think, top to bottom, that division's I think that's the best division of football because I think the Panthers, even though they're gonna finish last, I mean, I could see them winning like 7 games.
I was gonna say I could see them being like a 6-10, which like seems shitty, but like it's really not.
A lot of people are saying they're gonna be a 2 to 3 win team, which I don't see.
I absolutely disagree with that. I think that they are still a sneaky good team. NFC West. This is what I think is the best division of football. Seattle first. Cardinals second, Kyler Murray, not drinking monsters today. Kyler Murray, the beast. I really do think that he is one of the young studs of the NFL. 49ers in third, Rams in last. But another division, I think Rams are going to go 6-10. But I think this might be Sean McVay's last year. But like it's still, I don't know. They're not a bad team.
In my opinion, I think I can see this division. Except for the Rams, any of those other 3 teams could finish in any position. I think the Cardinals could win the division. But I don't think they will, in my opinion. I think I'm going to go with Seattle as winning the division. San Francisco's going to get second, and Arizona. But I think all 3 of them are going to make the playoffs. And then the Rams. But then the Rams could be like 8-8 and finish last in the division. So
yeah, I mean the NFC is just from top to bottom. It seems so much better than the AFC.
Well, they do have 2 of the worst. I mean, Washington's going to be terrible, and the Giants are going to be terrible.
Yeah, but we look at that, and then we realize that the AFC is the Jags and the Raiders. And
the Bengals.
And the Jets.
And the Jets, yeah.
So my NFC playoff predictions, number 1 seed, I have to go Seattle. Number 2, Bucks. Number 3, Cowboys. Number 4, Vikings. Number 5, probably Cardinals. Number 5, Saints. Number 6, Cardinals. Number 7, Eagles. I think Packers missed playoffs. I think Aaron Rodgers leaves to New England. And then Mr. Little Hot Shot, Jordan Love. Lambeau League,
Jordan
baby.
Love. Yeah, my NFC playoff predictions. I'm going to agree with you. Seattle's going to get the 1 seed. I think they're going to be an incredibly great team this year. Seattle's 1. I'm actually going to say the Dallas Cowboys will finish 2nd this year. I am high on Dallas this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't get too excited. I think they're going to be. They got rid of Jason Garrett, which was such a great move in my opinion.
Ripped to the New York Giants.
Yeah, that's another reason why the Giants will suck. Cowboys 2nd. 3rd, I'm going to say the Saints. 4th, will go with the Vikings. 5th, Tampa, obviously. NFC wildcard's going to be so much fun to watch this year. I think there are so many teams I could. If I had to pick 6th, let's see. 49ers. Yeah, I got to throw them in there. And then 7th, I'm going to say between the Packers and Falcons. I'm going to say Falcons. I'm going to agree with you. Packers missed the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is out.
I didn't have the 49ers in playoffs. I actually do think that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to go back in New England like one day. I think he'll, like, not necessarily like that next year, but I could definitely see him going back.
Yeah.
They were very hesitant to trade him. They would rather that was one of the reasons Brady left is that like they want to trade Brady instead of Garoppolo. And so we're gonna go to the league trophy predictions, but before that, NFC, AFC championship predictions, as well as Super Bowl predictions. My NFC, Seattle Cowboys. I go Seattle. Hate to say it, but I think Russell Wilson is just probably the 2nd best quarterback in the league, and he was the first before Mr. Mahomes had to steal it. AFC, I'm gonna have to go Chiefs, and I'm gonna go Bills. I think Bills make the AFC championship prediction or AFC championship. I think that I actually do think Seattle might win it this year. But if they do play the Chiefs, like that's gonna be one of the most electric games I think I will ever watch.
Man, I hate to be such a boring podcast, and I completely agree with you for NFC. I'm going to say Seattle, Dallas as well. I think Dallas can finally take that next step above like what they have been because they can't win a freaking playoff game.
Hey, we beat the Lions a couple years ago, and then Dez caught it. Dez caught it. It's a fact.
My favorite playoff memory is when Tony Romo fumbles the field goal. Oh.
Not cool, man.
Seattle. I think Seattle went, and then of course I think Chiefs and Ravens. Chiefs go to the Super Bowl. We were the exact same Super Bowl prediction at Chiefs Seahawks. Obviously, yes, I'm a little bit biased, but also I just think they're the best team in football. They're the best offense. Chiefs are going to go back to back, and I will be a very happy person if they win another Super Bowl.
My thing about the Chiefs is like, yeah, they have a good defense, but like. We've seen them get in shootout games against the Rams, obviously, at Monday Night Football. But, like, Russell Wilson, man, that dude, you're winning off and on the field. He has Sarah, however the hell you pronounce her name. Good for him. But I think we're going to have a really good season.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's going to be such a fun season to watch. All
right, so I'm going to go on the rundown real quick. MVP. My MVP this season, Russell Wilson. Who's yours?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, that's
shocking.
Come on, man. Like I'm on a team that's not on my team. Like, come on.
It's like I can't. I mean, who else? I mean, fine, Lamar Jackson. He won the last year.
No. Pick whoever you want.
Patrick Mahomes.
All right. Offensive Player of the Year. Mine is Kyler Murray.
Patrick Mahomes.
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Like, come on, man. Like,
no, I could. Honestly, I could see Russell Wilson winning Offensive Player of the Year.
I think so. Defensive Player of the Year. Who you got?
Jadeveon Clowney with the Tennessee Titans.
You think so?
Yeah.
This is tough. I think if I had to guess, my Defensive Player of the Year, Mitch Trubisky. Is that fair? Can I do that? No. In all seriousness, I'm just trying to think. Defense doesn't matter anymore, man.
There could be some like safeties and cornerbacks who go off like.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if they get enough picks, does that make up for like a defensive end having enough sacks?
Yeah.
And I think Tre'Davious White, Buffalo Bills, Defensive Player of the Year. He just signed an extension too, so good for him. Rookie of the Year, my Rookie of the Year. It's up in the air. I'm either Joe Burrow or Chase Young. I know like they're the number 1, 2 pick, but those two guys I think are like the most NFL ready.
I'm gonna go a little bit out there. Jonathan Taylor, Colts running back out of Wisconsin. I think that Phillip Rivers, he's not going to pass it a whole lot. I think Indianapolis, that offense is meant to run a lot. I think Taylor he's going to be a stud in the NFL.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't mind that actually. But I think rookie of the year, mine's going to be Chase Young. My comeback player of the year, Cam Newton.
Alex Smith.
You think he's going to?
I think he's going to make an appearance in the game. I think he won't be. The Washington football team is going to. So who's their quarterback? Why can't I think of his name? I saw their depth chart a couple. They have Dwayne Haskins as their starter, which
is Dwayne Haskins out after this year? If Alex Smith plays well.
Well, Alex Smith is the third string. Kyle Allen's the backup, but I don't know why Kyle Allen's on that roster. But
because him and Ron Rivera have a love triangle going.
Yeah, I think Alex Smith does make a couple appearances in games and doesn't play awful. I really hope he doesn't get hurt, because if he gets hurt, I don't even want to think about it, because he's such a good guy. I loved him here in Kansas City. It would be such a cool story if he got to just even get any playing time again. So
yeah, and then Super Bowl MVP, mine's going to be DK Metcalf of the Seattle Seahawks. I think he's going to have like 140 yards receiving. And like he's like, you know, the Fox Sports robot. That's who he reminds me of. This is Fox. No, DK Metcalf.
Guess who I'm going to pick for Super Bowl MVP?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
And then Coach of the Year. My Coach of the Year is whoever the hell the Cleveland Browns coach is. It's like Kevin something. I don't know. Former Minnesota Vikings offense coordinator Kevin Stefanski, I think.
Mine's going to be Mike McCarthy.
I like that.
Yes, I am slurping the Cowboys so much, which this will probably be, just for all you listeners out there and to you too, Sam, this will be the most I ever praise the Cowboys. So just you better like it while you can.
Hey, I said the Chiefs are going to get the number 1 seed. All right, so throughout the NFL season, we are going to be picking every game and be keeping a record of it. And the loser of this bet has to. Well, the other has to wear their team gear. So if I lose, I wear Chiefs gear. If Espen loses, he has to wear Cowboys gear. Why are you shaking your head?
Because I don't want to wear Cowboys gear.
You grew up in the Midwest. You've always been a Cowboys fan. America's team, baby.
I say anytime we leave our houses for a whole week, no matter where we are in public, the bet is you have to wear.
Except to work, because I don't think I can wear that to work.
Well, okay, yeah, but for me, work excluded. Anywhere, like you go to the store, you go anywhere, you have to wear the other person's gear. We're kind of deciding on what the other person should get, if it's like a shirt or a sweatshirt or hat or something. Yeah. But yeah. Once the seat, and we'll post all our. We're gonna post all our picks on Twitter too, so like you guys can follow along. We'll keep record.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, man. Y'all suck at following. Just saying.
Yeah, but we'll keep a record of each.
So tonight's game, Texans at Chiefs. I have to go Kansas City.
I do too. I'm gonna go Chiefs as well. It's just Texans, like I said, are gonna take a step back. Opening night, there's gonna be like 20,000 fans at Arrowhead. I think the Chiefs win.
Seahawks at Falcons. Seahawks.
This is going to be a good game, I think. I'm going to go Seattle as well. I think they open up the year strong. Russell Wilson has a solid game. Need him to have a solid game for my fantasy, but
who?
I need Russell Wilson to have a solid game.
Oh, okay. Fantasy your quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jets at Bills. Bills.
Oh, Bills by far. Bills are going to win by 30.
I'm going to say this right now. Those fans up in Buffalo, they're not letting COVID stop them.
Yeah.
They're still going to break through tables. Bears at Lions, I go Lions.
Man, I'm going to go Lions as well. I really want to pick against you, but I'm going to go Lions as well.
Packers at Vikings, this is the first game. I go Packers.
I'm going to go Vikings.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Got some different.
Dolphins at Patriots, I go Pats.
Oh.
Fitzmagic is starting, by the way.
He beat him last time they played each other was week 17 last year, but I think the Patriots won this one.
You think so? Yeah.
I got to go with my head.
Oh, that's a weird logo. Eagles at Washington. Eagles.
God, yeah, I gotta agree with you too. Eagles.
Raiders and Panthers.
A lot of noon games this week.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's how it always is. They have like two, because then they have the Monday night doubleheader. Raiders at Panthers.
Ooh, this could be kind of a good game. Pretty even.
I go Carolina.
I'm gonna go Vegas.
You're going Vegas wins the first game in their city.
Yeah.
Colts at Jags. Colts.
Yeah, Colts are gonna demolish them. Jacksonville doesn't score 10 points.
Gardner Minshew. This is not it, buddy. Browns at Ravens. I think this is the first upset. Cleveland.
Can I go Baltimore? Baltimore is 8-point favorites.
That's all right. Chargers at Bengals. I think Joey. I think the cigar. Well, he hasn't lost like his last like 10 games. I think he wins another one. I go Bengals.
I'm gonna go Bengals as well.
Nice little upset action. Bucks at Saints.
Game of the week.
Yeah, this and the next one. Bucks at Saints. I go Bucks.
I'm gonna go Saints. Tom Brady starts 0-1.
Like that's the thing, like right, like Seattle Stadium, Arrowhead, New Orleans. I mean,
how weird is it gonna be?
They're just so loud and like it's gonna be shitty ass quiet.
How weird is it gonna be just in these huge domes?
Are there gonna be fans at tonight's game?
Yeah, Arrowhead said for the first couple games they're gonna have like 25,000 people, so it'll still be a little noisy, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, Cardinals at 49ers. I like Arizona.
I'm gonna go San Francisco. A lot of different picks. I like it.
Steelers, Giants. Oh wait, we're missing a Sunday night game. The Cowboys, Rams. I go Dallas, baby.
Yeah, I think Dallas wins.
Dallas.
New stadium too in LA.
Yeah, I mean, I think your bold prediction last week was spot on. Both LA teams won like combined 10 games or less. Steelers at Giants. I have to go to New York here. I really do.
Wow.
I know it's bold, but I don't know if Big Ben has like, gotten back to fully fit.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh.
All right, last game of the week, Tennessee at Denver. I go Tennessee.
I'm gonna go. Boy, this is tough.
I say that because of Derrick Henry. I don't say that because of Ryan Tannehill. Although I like Ryan Tannehill.
I'll go Tennessee as well.
You're going Tennessee as well. That's all right. Yeah. We've got a few different picks.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and post those on Twitter, and follow us along throughout the season. I'm only going to post the ones that we had difference on because Twitter decides that like 240 tweets are characters.
No, what we can do is like we can post them like in our notes and just like screenshot and like have 2 pictures.
Yes, sir. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, winners and losers of the week. Who's your winner?
Yeah. Thursday winner. Football fans. It's obvious. We have football. It's going to be exciting to watch. Like we said, I mean, enjoy some of those foods we said in our top 5 last show. Don't go too wild on the pizza, but shots on shots on shots. Football fans definitely the winner this week. Red Zone, just do absolutely nothing on Sunday. Just sit in your house all day, watch football. It's going to be amazing.
And who is your loser?
Novak Djokovic.
Do it. Tennis ball right here. Dunzo.
Yeah, we briefly talked about that in the last episode. What a douche. That's all I have to say. He's a douche.
What a shame.
Who's your winners and losers?
Winner is the Miami Heat NBA bubble style because, like I said, I really don't think they would have passed the Bucks unless if it was in the bubble or like there was no fans other than George Hill's wives and kids who had to watch him cry. My loser of the week, Nick Foles. Come on, man. You lose out to like Gardner Minshew. You lose out to Mitch Trubisky. You played in like you went from like Philly to Kansas City to Philly to Jags to now the Bears. Like the man's been all around. I'd say.
I mean, we don't know if he's a starter, if he's a bench, if he's a
who starts first, right? Who starts first? Nick Foles or Alex Smith?
Oh, Nick Foles.
You think so?
Alex Smith's the 3rd string quarterback on that roster.
Who throws more picks this season? Jameis Winston as the backup? Or let's see. Yeah. That is the backup or Tom Brady is the starter? Because Brady is just such an immaculate. I have to go not Aaron Rodgers. What am I thinking? Jameis Winston as the backup.
I'm going to say Tom Brady because he's not going to get off the field. Jameis Winston won't get any playing time.
Yeah, I think Drew Brees might have an injury this season. That's going to.
Wow.
And so that's it. I mean, we got football tonight. God bless America. It's here. No one thought. No one ever thought. I'm excited.
What a wild year it's been.
I'm excited. I need football. But that's it. That's all we got. Enjoy your games this weekend. College football. Like we said, UNC, Notre Dame, Clemson, and Kansas are playing, as well as a packed NFL schedule this weekend. NBA playoffs too.
Yeah, so that NBA, which is wild. We have NBA playoffs week 1 of NFL football. So, yeah, we got that going on. Another great episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on us on YouTube. And then follow us on Twitter at T_A_G Sports. Going to be up here on the screen. And, yeah.
Right here. It's always right here, people. It's on this side. That side's, let's see. What is that side? That side's,
just 2 average guys.
Oh, look. 2 Average Guys Sport Podcast. Like he said, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, T_A_G Sports. Have a good weekend, man.
Enjoy the football. Let's go, Chiefs.
Yeah, let's go Cowboys. Play the Rams.
Have a good one.
All right, see you, man.
See ya.